everyone. How are we all? I was getting a bit worried there. I thought only Thomas was going to be in the chat. It would have still been fun though, Thomas. But there's one or two more joining just now. Hello. Please let me know if you can see and hear me, first of all. And Thomas, hello to you. Hello, Kimberly. Hi, Dexter. Hello, Anita. Sarah's here as well, and Sybil is here as well. Oh, thank you, Sybil. I'm glad you can see and hear. Sandy, how are you? Well, I'm back with a very familiar puzzle by now. Been doing this one a while, haven't I? And I've been doing more sorting behind the scenes on the frames. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Sandy. And hello, Rose. How you doing? We're doing more sorting behind the scenes, and I've pulled out quite a few more frame pieces, but I've also pulled out a lot of gap fillers, which is where I'm going to start tonight. I finished the floor last week, so the floor and the ceiling, the portraits, and some of the frames are done. So here you've got Mickey and the Dalmatians. They were the first frames I did. I've got a few pieces here of the Dalmatians to put in. There we go. There's only that one. I'm still missing that one from Mickey. I'm not quite sure where that is, but that's those gap filled. And then under here, I've got some to fill in on these two, which I did last week. So I'll quickly do those. There's quite a few at the top, very light at the top, and I'd obviously missed them. So this is filling the gaps nicely. There we are. That's them. And I've got actually quite a lot of Rapunzel. So those are on a tray. I'm going to grab hers shortly and gap fill hers. But after that, I think the next frame I'm going to tackle will be Tinkerbell, who is here. And hers really is the only frame where I've got sort of a pile of pieces for it, and I think it's pretty accurately sorted. The other frames, I must admit, I'm finding it hard to distinguish them, but I have pulled out a lot of what I think are Jasmine's and Ursula's. So if I get Tinkerbell's frame done fairly quick, then I'll move on to Jasmine and Ursula. So that's a wee rundown. And who else has joined? We've got some more people joined. Angela, hello. Sandy, did a little speed puzzling this morning. Oh, did you? How'd you do? What puzzle did you do? Saga, hello. SS, good morning, Steve, Vicky, and chat. I'm going to be lurking while playing the new demo for Moonlight Peaks that just dropped. Enjoy the frames, Vicky and chat. Actually, quite like doing the frames, I have to say. Apart from the sorting part of it, I've always, I've done this puzzle once before, but I actually didn't dislike the frames then either. It was just a massive pile of pieces. Daunting, but doable, let's say. The floor was more of a slog. Hi, Sandy. Fancy meeting you here. Thomas, I'm happily drowning in blue / swimming with dolphins. Oh, is this a Christian Reese lesson that you've got? How many pieces is that one, Thomas? Pokemon puzzle, and I finished in time. I was not last. I'm getting better. Ah, was this like practice at home, or was this a competition you were at, Sandy? Sorry, my iPad's just in the shot. I'll move it back a bit. And actually, while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to give away some memberships. Hi, Cara. Because it's June now, and I can give some more memberships away. So let's see who gets them. Oh dear, it's blocking my chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got Jell, L, Uva, Grant Gardens, Ceres Mercedes, and Sherlock. Well done, all. Hope you all enjoy your free gift membership to Vicky Makes and Builds. Hi, Matt. It was an online competition. Oh, cool. Right, I get you. And it was a Pokemon puzzle. What was the brand? Was it a Ravensburger? Let me know. I'm intrigued. Which online competition was it? Was it sorry, I'm gonna have to put my hair up out the way. It's not behaving itself today. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of hairdressing midstream. There we go. I am on my way to Los Angeles. Oh, well, very nice. Tell us why you're going to Los Angeles, Matt. Share with the group. I'm hoping you can hear me. Oh, there's a buffalo. Right. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, so while I was doing a second phase of sorting on the frames, I found a lot of pieces with a lot of them have like a row, like a pattern going around the outside. It's like a sort of like a rope. Um, and one of those is Rapunzel. Now, like if you can see, a lot of the pieces I pulled out for the Rapunzel frame were these lines. They were pretty obvious, but got a great deal of these outer parts of it. And I pulled out a lot thinking they belonged to Jasmine, because Jasmine has a similar chunky kind of rope sort of pattern going around the edge. But it's ever so slightly different. You sort of start to notice where the lines are and like how far away they are from each other and things like that. You sort of start to distinguish them a bit. And I discovered that I had a whole bunch that belonged to Rapunzel. So I was pleased about that because obviously I started hers. She's got a few gaps, but it'd be great if I could really get that filled out. And actually, as well, Rapunzel attaches to the edge. So what I've got here on this tray are some edge pieces as well. So I'll pop the edge in and fill in her gaps. But as you can see, I had quite a few, so I thought she could have her own tray, and I would just get on with filling in the gaps on her frame if I can. Not sure where that goes. Of course, I may not have them all right, but we'll see. That it's frustrating I don't have that. Right, you definitely belong in here somewhere. Where are you? Hmm. No, I'm sure they belong in there somewhere. I just can't seem to attach them yet. Yes, you go there. Do you go here? Nope. You go there? No. My goodness, there we go. There's one. There. There's another one. Mm. Not for a wedding. So a football match then, Matt. Evening, everyone. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Football game or soccer match? Actually, a concert. Yeah. Well, two. Matt's going to two concerts this weekend. I think football, American football anyway, is it's like not the season for it anymore. Am I right in thinking that? So it's that you're doing the baseball now, right? Ah, there it is. Goodness me, why could I not see that? 'Tis obvious, Victoria. There we go. Right. So, and there's likely to be some there. Maybe in other piles. I have quite a lot of miscellaneous piles, I have to say. Um, that's okay though. It just helps me to find things if I've got them at least separated from the rest of the pieces. I don't know about that. I think that might go there. It's quite dark though, so it's hard to tell. Uh, you look as though you go in here. Yes, you do. Yay. Okay. This is filling out nicely. I'm pleased with this. So let's try getting these in. Don't know about that one. There we go. I may have missorted some. You never know. Like that, for example. Is that down here? Don't know about that one. No. Oh, now then. You look like you go. Oh, you look like you go in this one. Maybe you don't, though. Like I said, I may have missorted a few. Right, well, these almost certainly go up here. The wall is very light up here, so that helps me to figure things out a bit. It's quite light on this side too. No. Yes. Haha. Oh, I love gap filling. Love gap filling. Sure, I've said that before, but I love it. It's so satisfying. Okay, so yes, I was good with this. I was good with this sorting. This is pretty good. See, that's now come together nicely. And this one, there we are. That goes down there. There's a corner there that I might have in my corners pile. There we are. Hmm. Ah, yes, you go there. I'm not sure I've got the right ones here. That one I have, I think. There. And the same with that one. Nope. Come on. I know you go here somewhere. Possible it goes down here, maybe. It was amazing. I actually thought I'd got a lot of her frame done, but then when you pull out a whole bunch more like this, you sort of realise I didn't get that much done. In fact, yeah, that does go there. That's good. That one goes in there. And again, I think I might have it wrong with those, but I knew there'd be some mis-sorting, so it's okay. And I don't think that belongs in here either. So they're mis-sorts. What I need to do now is the edge here. Now, I don't have a great deal to attach them to, but I can at least attach them to each other. And that gives me some more nice gaps to fill. Yeah. And there. It's that one. That's going to go down here because that's a corner. There we go. That attaches to that. And they go there. Yes. Okay. These, I think, and I'm fairly certain these are mis-sorts. I'm just having a quick look. I think they are. So that's okay. But that's filled hers out quite a lot. What are we saying in the chat? Been back in hospital again, but this time with my little boy Luke. 7th bout of tonsillitis. 7th? Blimey. And he's been referred to get them taken out. Yeah, I'd say after 7, that might be best. Gosh. You had yours taken out, did you, Cara? I did not realise they still took tonsils out. Silly me. Well, I guess I guess they don't do it just generally without a great need to. But yeah, I suppose they did used to more than now. So quick. Well, I was fairly certain that they did belong with her. So it does go a bit quicker when you have them separated out. I'm just going to have a quick look because, as I say, I've got quite a few um, sort of miscellaneous pieces. So this tray, these pieces up here are definitely Ursula, as far as I can determine. These were file that I put to one side because I thought they were Jasmine, but then had second thoughts about them, so they've just ended up sitting in here. But I'm just looking to see if maybe I can find any that would belong actually to, so like that, for example, that would belong to Rapunzel. So there's one. That's more likely to be a corner, but I don't know if I've got it. What about you? No. I've tried you? I think I've tried you. Okay, so I don't think there's any in there. It's going to involve a lot of shuffling around today's build because I know I've got pieces everywhere, you know. So these are my corners here. So I'm just looking to see if I can find the corner for Rapunzel. This one in particular. It's a very obvious corner. There we Yay! And then, oh, I think that's Ursula. This one, I'm not really sure if I'd be able to tell that that was a corner. Ah, there we go. Good find. That is Jasmine. See, I'm still finding ones. There. Yeah, so yeah, you could see a bit of corner in that. So that's good. That was in there. This one. And I think that might be it. Yeah, that one. Haha! Yes! Triumph! That one goes up there. Oh, I'm actually finding a lot more than I thought in here. So that's good. Can I find that one? Don't think so. That's not a corner as far as I can tell. And these aren't really. Uh, no. Okay, so that's good. Gap filled a bit from there. Not sure I'll find any in here. Let's see. These are my sort of smooth pieces um, that I had sorted for on the first phase, but I'd spread them out because I've gap filled from this a few times. Same with the corners, so these are all spread out. Don't think there's any of Rapunzel's in there though. I've done that. This tray here is what I think are Jasmine. I'm just looking, I'm just gonna have a wee scan to see, because there were a few that where I wasn't certain if they were Jasmine or Rapunzel. I may have some of those in here. Some of them are quite dark. Well, that's a very obvious corner, actually. I'll go back and look for that one in a wee second. No, I don't think I do. Don't think I do. Right, so that's that. I might just put these in with these ones then. They're my leftovers from Rapunzel. I don't know why, I seem to have drawn a bit of a blank on the frames. Like they just, I felt like they jumped out at me more when I did the build before and I mixed it, which just sounds weird, doesn't it? But yeah, I do feel a bit like that, like I've been ah, yes. There we go. Gap filled that one. These are my bright pieces. So a lot of these were in my Dalmatians pile and they're just leftovers because they didn't belong in the Dalmatians frame. So anywhere I have like a bright piece to fill in, then I'll jump into here and see what I can find. I would love to find that bit. I don't know where that bit is. It's a little frustrating. I don't think there's any more in here, in that pile. That's Dumbo. They're my Tinkerbell pieces. So I'll pop that there. I was just going to see if I could find this and also this in the corners. Oh, I think that's Ursula. Keep spotting things. You spot things as you go along, don't you? Right, so that Very obvious. There we go. No, there we don't go. You're supposed to go in. That looks like that, then it's not. Some of them are so similar. There, found you. Right, now what about this one? Come on, where are you? I've got to have you. You're such an obvious corner. Nope. Can't see it. It should be so obvious, and I cannot see it. Is it here? Because it's really bright too. Could be that I missed it. No, I am not seeing it in there either. Gosh, that's frustrating. You know when you've gone through a pile twice as well? It's like, come on, I should have found you by now. Now then, I have a few here that I pulled out, thinking they might be Dalmatian pieces. I don't know if I'm right, though. If they do go in there, I'm not seeing where they go. Does that go? No. No. Ah, that one does. No. So they're Miss Sorts. But I've got a few that might belong down here. There we go. These pieces I pulled out, they're like the side of the frame. Sometimes you can just see the side of it. Depends on the angle it's at. And I pulled a few out just because it was just another way I could distinguish it a bit. That one? Yes, I think that's right. I think that's all the one. There's a few where you can see the side, so that was a bonus getting those in. Uh, right. So I think that's as far as I can go with Rapunzel. I've done them, and I've done that. That one. So now I need to do Tinkerbell. There she is. And I've got a whole pile of her frame piece. Excuse me, sorry, that's my sparkling water. A whole pile of her frame pieces here. So I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to use this space to spread them out. It's occurred to me actually that I may have missorted some Rapunzel in here. I have. Yes, okay. What about that? It's because of the lines. There's lots of lines in this one as well. There we go. So that's all of Tinkerbell's frame pieces as far as I can manage or discern. This is her frame here, and there's no other frame like hers. Even on the other side, even on section A, a lot of the frames are repeated, but this one is unique. It's not. There isn't another one like this, so that's part of the reason I think why um I was able to pull hers out fairly accurately, or at least We'll see how accurate it is, I guess. um, but I'll put those together shortly. I'm just going to have some water and read some of the chat. Um, Mine were enlarged. All right. 7. Wait, I can't read that. Sybil, this his 7th lot in 4.5 months, so they've requested he gets them out as each bout has been more severe than the last. Yeah, I can understand that then. Hi, Gustin. Guess who bought a puzzle today? Well, I suppose many of us may have bought puzzles today. What did you buy? Makes sense after 7 rounds. Yeah, I would say so. Hey, Bogdis. How are you? That's the rules. I have to have at least a minimum of 7 times. Oh, really? That's like a written rule. Gosh. Vicky, is the floor done? Yes, the floor is done. Yeah. Frames! Bye-bye. Enjoy your game. Morning after Eve, Karen. Sorry I'm late. Lost track of time. No bother at all. Some awful looking 5,000 piece puzzle of a row of houses. Wow! You bought an awful looking puzzle. Congratulations. I'm so jealous. Hmm. Is this like an old Ravensburger or something? A vintage something like that? All right. So the biggest thing that stood out with Tinkerbell's frame is the oh, gosh, first piece, struggling to get it in, is the vertical lines going up and down the side. They were very, very easy to spot. So there you can see some vertical line and some of the side of the frame, so that tells me it goes over on this side. There's also a lot of it's almost like a Greek key pattern at the top and bottom. So we've got several of those as well. And it's slightly darker on the left than it is the right. That's the missing Mickey piece. Yay! There we go. It was in the Tinkerbell pile. What were you doing in there? Silly piece. That I think goes at this side as well. Does that go in there? No, it doesn't attach, but it's definitely darker this side than it is on this side. And in some cases you can actually see a tiny bit of the portrait. But because it's this colour, it's very similar colour to the wall, it's not always that easy to tell. And that's a corner. I think it goes up here. In some cases, I haven't just shoved a corner into the corners pile. In some cases, if I could tell what frame it was, then I've just put it in the relevant pile. Some more that go over this side. This, I think, is another one that is with a bit of portrait on. There we go. There we are. That attaches, so that's good. Might go this side. I like the way you can pretty much tell which side they go on. It depends on what you can see on the piece and how it's aligned. So there's lines on that one, but you can also see a little bit of the next layer of the frame, which tells me that it goes this side because on this one, the pieces on this side, the pieces are just lines like that. I'm hoping that makes sense. Getting some in already, so that's good. Sometimes it takes a wee bit to get going. There we go. Mm, you go there. There. Yes. Ooh, this is making me happy. I like it when they go in. These ones will fit in as well. Should attach right to what I've already built, so that's handy. It's not like I have to build several layers out. Trying to put that in the wrong way around. I haven't flipped them all yet, but the more I can put in, the more room it gives me. The more space I can spread out. That goes down there. I think that goes at the bottom. With some that I've sorted into this pile, I wasn't even certain if it was right, but the colouring looked right. I don't know if that makes sense. Some of these frames are like a much more of a yellowy colour, and some of them are more of a brown colour. This one almost feels a wee bit like brassy to me. That maybe there's like, I don't know how else I'd describe the shade of colour, but it's just not quite like the other frames. So in some cases, I've just put it in just because it looks the right colour. Wait a minute. They were stuck together and they shouldn't have been. The centre line goes through this one. You can just see it here. Yeah. It throws me, that centre line. That didn't look as though it should have fit, but it did. And okay, I think that's a bit of the wall. There's a big bit of portrait in that piece, but it's not Tinkerbell. I thought it was Tinkerbell, but it's not. Might be Ursula. Might be Ursula. Let's pop that in the Ursula pile. Definitely not Tinkerbell anyway. Okay. So now it's becoming less obvious. I'll do these ones at the side and see what I can figure out. Yeah, these ones belong on this side though. And these ones go on this side. So it goes in there. Sorry, I've gone into a bit of a puzzle zone pretty fast here. I'll do some more chatting shortly. Wait, have I got a bit in wrong? Wait, maybe that's in wrong. Yeah, it is. That bit goes in there. Right. I might actually have some of those over here. Where are you? These ones. I do. Yay. You can just see there in those pieces the top left corner of the Dalmatians picture. I don't think that belongs there, but this one might. Yes, it does. And they don't, they're not the right colour. So, any in here? Or here? Ah, there we go. No, that's not that. So, that's fine. I don't think I've got any more. No. Okay, so let's have a go at putting these in. We'll do that shortly. Gonna just look up at the chat a wee bit. Um, it's an older Ravensburger. Yeah, I had a feeling it might be. I may have ordered puzzles on payday, even though my time and wallet is occupied by other hobbies this summer. I guess your wallet can always be occupied by puzzles, really, no matter what you're doing. Karen, my copy of Yorkshire Dales arrived today. Yay! Outside box took a beating, but luckily the puzzle was still in good shape. Gosh, it's what they do with them, doesn't it? In fact, I dread to think. Oh, I'm really happy that you're doing that one. I just finished that one recently. It's a fun puzzle. It's such lovely artwork too. Now I just need to work on the 40Ks again to justify buying puzzles. Yeah, have you had a bit of a break from the 40Ks? I've been spending my time fixing cars lately, and I'm going to change wheel bearings on the camper. before a trip in 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Where's the trip? I watched very little of the Canadian Nationals, but this morning I watched the Canadam puzzle recap. Yeah. I don't know how you say it. Is it Canadam or is it Canadam? Its name's Adam and it's sort of Canada, isn't it? But I'm never quite sure how to say the word. Pairs and teams had 20% completion rates on their puzzles. Really? Were they that difficult? Does anyone know of such low rates? No, I don't even think some of the harder UK Nationals puzzles were that low. My wallet has been crying at the Pokemon cards. Congrats to Ohana for getting through to the pairs and singles finals at the Czech Nationals. Oh, yeah, congratulations, Ohana. I've just kind of had to take a break from puzzling due to work, but now I have 3 months to do 10 sections. I think you can do it. I mean, it's a lot in 3 months, but you do seem to cruise through them. More after Evil. So sorry I'm late. I slept in. My bad. Oh, no, not a problem at all. That's allowed. Totally allowed at the weekend. I have all of July off. So of no concern. Right. Okie dokies. Well, you'll be able to keep an eye on Puzzle Camp then as well. Hmm. Which is next month, people. It's next month. Puzzle Camp hoodie. See? The logo. And then I've got Vicky Makes and Builds logo there. I love it. I love it. Managed to avoid Pokemon, I think. Well, it sounds like that's maybe a good thing, from what I can gather. Right, so, I don't know. Uh, it's kind of a funny shape, this. Right, so down here we've got this zigzaggy thing. So let's see if I can, I don't think is it both sides? No, it's not on both sides, it's just that bit. And there's like a Greek key pattern. So let's see if I can find the zigzaggy thing goes down here, definitely. Right, so that sits in there, I think. Does it? Yeah. Oh, I don't know now. Doesn't, no, that doesn't look right. It goes a bit further down. Okay. Right, that definitely goes in there. That's different. That one. Let's have a look at that one. I can't see this pattern in any other part of the frame, so I'm a little bit confused as to where that must go that way. Alright, hang on. That goes in there. That goes there. Okay, so this is coming together. Hmm. All right. Well, I was bound to just grind to a screeching halt, wasn't I? Of course I was. Right, that goes in there. And then, right, so where's the streak pattern? There's one on there. Oh, that goes there. Missed that one. I know I found loads with that pattern on, because that's how I knew they went in here. Right, hang on. You're gonna go up here. Yes. I think this one has a slight downward gradient going from left to right, and that's why this is throwing me because I feel like these should be on the piece above, but they're not. It's just that they're further over this side. So that's what's throwing me a bit there. There we go. That goes at the top. Because so if I show you what I mean, the frames at the top sort of go downhill that way, top and bottom. The frames at the bottom go downhill that way. In the middle, with Tinkerbell, you've got a scenario where the top of the frame goes up the hill and the bottom of the frame goes down. So that's why I'm getting a bit confused as to what goes at the top and what goes at the bottom. But I can sort of figure out. There we go. So see that attaches. So now that gives me at least a starting point. No. Hmm. Okay. What about you? So then there's a yellow line that runs through it. So again, I can use that. Now I know what I'm looking for. I can use that to guide me a bit. Yellow line, yellow line. Here we go. Yellow lines. Mm, there. Oh, that's in the wrong place. No wonder. Oh, there. That's the right one. Yay. Okay. Let's come together now. Okay. They're in. Uh, right. Now then, let's just see what we've got here. What goes up there? Goes in there. Ah, that goes down there. Now with these, some of them I'm not even sure I've got them in the right frame pile, but I don't think I'm far off. Nope. No. just the colours are right. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, so that looks right. That looks like it goes over here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe. That looks right too. There, okay, well they go together. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have bits of frame together that aren't necessarily in one you've been working on. I mean, eventually you'll find where they go, I guess. But that does look like it belongs over here. I just can't see how it attaches yet. Might be that I have another row missing. Yeah, it's very possible actually. Looking at this, I think that hovers there. It's not a row coming together here. Oh, wait a minute. Where's that pattern? Okay, that pattern is there. Right, so that goes that way, it goes there. Okay, so I think that's what it is. I've got another row that belongs in here, and I have quite a few missing, but that actually attaches. So that helps. Um, there. No, that goes. Ah, that goes in there. That goes down here. All right. Okay. Well, at least I'm getting my bearings with it a little bit. And I think these will go at the top eventually, but I'm not so sure I can attach them yet. There. Does that go there? Up there? Yes. Okay, so I've got wee bits together here. I do think they might be the top of this frame, but I'm struggling to be able to attach them yet. So there's a few missing here. Let's see if I've got any in here. These are quite light and they're a bit darker, so it's hard to say. I don't see them in there. Um, any in here? Might have some corners, I guess. Possibly. Huh, like that. That looks like it belongs up here as well. Ah, well, it fits there. Oh, wait, they might go down here. Okay, they go down here. Right, okay, that's good. I'm glad they're not just floating because that would have done my head in. That goes in there. That stays up there, but I've got quite a few missing here. Um, and I don't think I've necessarily pulled them out in the sort because they've just not been obvious to me. Um, even in a miscellaneous pile. So let's just have a quick look in here. No, that's too strong a gradient. No, I don't think I have it. But that's okay. I don't think that's too bad. She's looking fairly-ish complete. What do you think? So that's really filled her out. Filled a few gaps in this one. We've got that one. We filled some gaps in these two. So next, I was going to move on to Jasmine and Ursula. Well, that went together pretty well. All week today. Ah, I know. Yay! I know. Can't wait. I really can't. I'm stressing a bit. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. A really long conversation with Sam yesterday, and we were hammering some things out, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Air show in Akureyri in the north of Iceland. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but that's your trip, is it? You're going to the north of Iceland for an air show. Nice. And we might take some rough mountain roads, so good wheel bearings would be nice. Yes, I can see why you'd need that. Basically, my friend in Norway wants Pokemon cards, but they're more expensive there. So I just kind of buy them for him and then keep them until he visits. Well, that's nice of you. It's a whole ordeal. Ordeal? Oh dear. That sounds unpleasant. Ordeal. I've been meaning to make a cup of tea for the last half an hour. I'm intensely one more piecing. Oh gosh, I know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling. Mm. Do you know what I'm tempted to do before I move on to um what's she called? Jasmine and Ursula. I'm tempted to put a few of these in because I think I've got some of these in with this lot. Just humour me. Here we go. See there. There's one of Simba. That's another corner there. Maybe I can find that. No, no. Let's see if I can find it. That one? Yay! Okay. Found a couple of Simba. Um, maybe I can find some Minnie Mouse. This one? Yes, right. So this frame here, it apart from some swirliness in the corners, it's quite smooth and sort of lacking detail really down these side bits. Um, which makes me think I might have some of the pieces in here. Like so. I'm just trying to spot very light pieces. So we'll be looking at like that. Hey, and that. Oh, this is good. This is really good. I like it when I can spot some pieces, especially when it's unexpected. Like I didn't expect to work on Minnie Mouse today, but I just was looking at it and thinking, I reckon I can find some of hers. There we are. Like that as well. Now I might also have some of these in here because hers is a very bright frame and I've got some very bright pieces in here. There's one. Yes. Hmm. Yes. There's a corner. So I have that in there. Now then, do I have that one? I do. All I'm really doing is spotting just really bright pieces, and that's what's guiding me a bit here. In some cases, shape helped. I'm not finding quite as many of this side. Oh, I think that might be a Tinkerbell bit. Pretty sure that's a Tinkerbell bit. And that is too. There we go. Hmm, okay, even better. I think that might be as well. Hmm. All right, well, this pile just got really interesting. Right, there's another Tinkerbell bit. Can I find that? Have I got it out? I don't know. I don't. Oh, wait, there's another bit. That attaches there, but it's floating, which is slightly frustrating. There we go. All right. Okay, this is good. I'm jumping around a bit, but this is good. There we go. Now it's not floating. Yay! Woo! I think that belongs to Ursula. Oh, it feels great to get these piles down. There's another one. Is that one? No, I don't think it is. No. Hmm. Well, that was good. I haven't got many of Simba, but I did get quite a few in of Minnie Mouse, which I'm really pleased about. I can't see any more at the moment. I'm just having another scan of these. There we go. I'm obviously like I need to. I'm starting to get into the swirly whirly bits of it, so that's what I need to kind of look for. Nope, that one. Yay! I think I know there's swirly whirlies in the pile I haven't sorted yet, so I think I'm gonna have a few missing. But that is much more done of hers than I thought I would get, so that is really good. Very pleased with that. Okay, so we've got a little bit of Minnie there. I think now I should actually move on to Jasmine and Ursula. So here I've got Jasmine, and I've moved her onto an A2 board, but I was going to turn it this way and attempt to do it this way. So Jasmine's is really big. She's also attached to an edge. There's the edge there. So I've got the edge pieces out. It's going to involve a lot of jumping around her frame because I've pulled out a lot of what I think these chunky lines. I pulled out a lot of those, and a lot of those are in here in this tray. But she also has quite big chunks of her frame where it's just sort of empty, so they're going to be in that pile. There's corners, obviously. I think I'm going to have them a bit here, there, and everywhere, but I'm going to just do my best to piece it together as best I can, and hopefully her frame's really big, so it'd be great to get hers done, or at least mostly done. It's just knowing where to start because there's so many pieces. Like I put a load to one side all here. There's loads of them. Um, so I guess I'll just sort of have at it. But like, in some cases, this sharp line going up helps. Um, so I'm gonna try putting those in. There, like that. There's one. And some of them I might not have. Mm, some might belong to Ursula as well, because she's about the same height on the puzzle as Jasmine. I think that might be an Ursula, I'm not sure. So she's going to have the same sort of angle on her frame. Hoping that makes sense. Hmm. Where's the line down this side? That's this one. Gosh, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Uh, I've got more the outside edge than I've got the inside edge, but I do have these. I do have some of these. Maybe I could start there. It's hard to know with big frames like that. You can have all the pieces out, but it's hard to know where to start. You know, which bit to start on. That there's a fairly big bit of portrait there. Where's that? Oh, there it is. It's that one. There we go. So in the middle here, there's going to be a line and then a kind of a blank bit, like that. Alright, so that's given me a good start. Now at least I know roughly what I'm looking for. Oh, I don't seem to have many of them. Are there any of them in here? I did say I'd be jumping around a lot for this, so don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, because it's quite bright as well, so there's a few in this bright box. And some of them may well be. Hang on. There. They might have the swirly pattern on, which also need to look out for. There. Oh, that's a Tinkerbell. I think that is too. And I think that might be too. And also that. Oh, oh my lord! Hang on, I've got to put these in now. Or at least try to. I could be wrong, they might not be. Uh, oh, oh, come on. There we go. I was right about that one. I was right about that one. And that one. And that one. Yay! Okay. As long as the pieces are going in, it doesn't matter if I'm chopping and changing boards. Peter, how are you? Pass me a cup of tea. Yeah, have you made your tea yet, Thomas? You're doing a great job. Thank you, Cara. Jump as you wish. Progress is progress. See, exactly. I'm in agreement with you there. I'm in agreement with you, and I've made some progress here. There's a nice little line of pieces in there. There's just still so many. There's still so many pieces left, so it's um yeah, it's tough to get started. But it does feel good when you get a few in. I'm just wondering now what have I got any of these in here? I'm thinking no, but they might be in here. So let's have a look. I do apologize if my voice is sounding a bit funny. I'm starting to feel a little bit bunged up. I really hope I'm not coming down with something. Um, but I had a bit of a headache earlier today as well, which seems to be lingering a bit. So yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed that it'll just go away, but you never know. I could certainly do without that because I've got so much to do. I mean, I've spent a lot of time today sorting this, but I really need to be sorting around the world. This is the problem. Uh, nope. Aha, right. Okay, that's good. Nope. There we go. I suspect I've got a few in here that belong to this. It's just, I'm just not spotting them very quickly. Right, this side, I've got, yeah, that's just bright. Hang on, I'm sure I can find some more. No, that's not right. Let's see. I don't think that one is. What about this one? That one? All right, okay. I thought I was doing well. Maybe not so much. There we go. That goes here somewhere. There. I'm pretty sure that does too. This one looks as though it does as well. That's got some swirly whirliness on it, so let's see if I can find that. There we are. Some of the frame, a lot of the frames have swirly whirly patterns, so I've generally avoided pulling them out because I don't want to just end up with loads of them and then be confused. Let's have a look, see if there's any more in here, because again, sometimes they end up in the bright pile. No, not that I can see. Okay, so I've got a few along both sides, a few along the bottom, one or two along the top, not quite as many though. Now then, I think these belong to her frame. I should probably go back to her tray. Where's her tray? If she starts to become too difficult, I can just move on. I'm not gonna dwell for too long on a bit that's not really working out for me too well. Let's try these. So these ones, they've got a big, they're a big sort of chunky pattern. It's like little ball shapes, like circles. Um, and I'm just wondering if I can get a few of those together. Like that, for example. It's possible they go along the bottom. Yes, that one does. Nope. What about that one? No. So I don't know about that. That one. Yes, that goes there. One goes in there. I think that one goes in there. I'm gonna be a little bit um it's gonna be tough because I don't have a lot of these swirly whirly pieces. When there's gaps, it makes it a bit harder to fill in. Maybe I could try doing the edges. Start to get warm now. Maybe I could try doing these edges. Let's see. I'm always a bit wary of doing the edges on this puzzle first, if you see what I mean. That, okay, that's a corner, so it goes down here at the bottom. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, that's that one. Mm, that one. Nope. You know what? I'm just gonna brute force it. Eventually, I'll get the right one. There we go. And we've got. Well, it's not that one. Okay, so I am able to tell, I think. I hope. Usually the edge pieces with frame on, you can kind of there. Let's go back up here. It's not that one. It's not that one. Don't think it's that one. Yeah, that's the one. And of course, along the sides of the frame, they're not at an angle on the piece, so that can help as well. That means I can pick out a bunch of from the pile, and I know sort of what I know it's just going to be the vertical ones, if you see what I mean. Gosh, it's a big frame, this. Forgot how big Jasmine's frame was. Okay, that's not right. Have I put one in wrong? I think that might be wrong. Yeah, it was. No, that's not right either. Hang on, I'm missing a couple here. No. Right. Where do you go? Do you go here? I put one in wrong somewhere. No. Is it there? No. One in wrong. Gosh, that's annoying. Alright, well, so much for that idea. Well, okay. Let's let's see if I can figure it out. At least from this. There. There's one. Yeah. Mm, that definitely goes up here somewhere. It's not that one. Is it that one? No. There. It's that one. One. Wait, that might go this side. Might go this side. What about that one? Yeah, that goes down here somewhere. There we go. They're going in, it's just they're not going in particularly um well in such a way that helps me put the edge together. Alright, well that they fit. What about that one? Well, that's one of these up at the top. Right. And that's also one of these up at the top. There we go. Progress is progress. That's gonna be my mantra for this puzzle, I think. It's fun and games when I'm doing the portraits, then you get to things like the floor and the frames, and it's like, it's like, yeah, I forgot how hard this was. I don't think they belong there. Come on, I've got to have more of you. Hmm. That one? No. That one? No. Well, it goes up here somewhere. Here's another one. Yes. Okay, so that helps. Oh, it's slow going, isn't it, this? Ah, there's that one. Yay. Okay, that's good. Where's that? Oh, does that go in here? Yes, it does. Alright, so I still have no clue where these pieces go. Oh, wait. Is it that? No. Ah! Ah! It's alright, Vic. It'll be okay. It goes down here somewhere. There. So wait a minute. Maybe you go there. You do! Right, so does that... No, that doesn't sit there. It's not quite. It's too low. But that goes there, and that goes there. So that's something. Maybe I can... right, that's going to be down the side because it's straight. This one... Oh, no. Further down. Right, they go up there, definitely. They go up there. These ones are straight up and down the side. That's gonna go this side, I think. Wait, do you go there? No, you don't. Huh. Well, that's going to be the bottom. Yeah, that's going to be the bottom. Just trying to figure out what goes top and what goes bottom is tough. There we go. That goes in there. Ah, another one on that side. I mean, this piece is going in. It feels slow, but they're going in. Tea is a drink for all the time, from waking to going to bed. It's the anchor which grounds all Englishmen. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. Hope the Sterling Highland Hotel makes decent tea. I honestly can't say. I've never had tea at the Sterling Highland Hotel, or at least I don't think so. I'm sure they will. Me too. I love tea, hot or cold. Not as big a fan of cold tea, I have to say. But I do like a hot cup of tea. There's nothing quite like it, is there? Um, right. I guess I just keep slogging away at this. I mean, I've not going particularly quickly, but it is coming slow but sure. It just part of my problem is I don't know just how many I have. So that could be that's a corner. It could be top right or bottom left. I don't think it's top left or bottom right. I'm gonna pop that there. Right. I'm gonna just try and keep working on this angle. I don't know how many go down here. But I think they're more likely to go up here because they're quite dark pieces. Mhm. That one's on an angle. That one? No, not so much. That one is. That one is. So, let's see. Might go. Ha! Yes. Sorry, I'm not talking much. This just really just takes a lot of concentration, this puzzle. Here we go. Right, there. Let's attach that little bit. And there's another bit. This, I'm certain this goes at the top. So it must go further down here because I'm not seeing it attaching here yet. Right, I'll move these across. I think they go somewhere around there-ish. Hmm. Where that one goes either. So, okay. I seem to be going okay on this bit at the top. So it's just a case of finding the ones that are going off on an angle. Um, there's another one of those. That's an angle one. I guess I never realised quite how much that was going to help me. I think that's near a corner because it's got a swirly bit. It's just knowing what corner it goes in it, which makes it quite difficult. Okay, right. Got some more here. Ah, yes. Do like these wee moments of triumph. There, that attaches. Hmm. Now then, where do you go? Right, that's going to end up going further over here than I. Oh wait, there, that goes in there. Yes. Come on, where are you? Okay. Come on. No. Alright, I'm starting to run out of the wonky ones. What do I do when I run out of wonky ones? Wait, there's a wonky one. There. Goes in there. Any more wonky ones? Might have to dive into other piles, potentially. Let's see. This is kind of like a leftovers of Jasmine's frame, but I never actually determined whether or not. There's a wonky one. There. So there's obviously some I missed. Oh, now then. Ah, well, that was handy. Ah, that's that bit. There we are. That attaches to them. These have got to go over here somewhere. Ha! That's a wonky. That goes in there. I think that might go with hers. And that's not right. It'd be useful if I could get the corners in, to be honest. Let's see if I can find some corners. Um. Oh. Ah, that's her. Right, okay. Randomly found one of Minnie Mouse. I'm pretty sure that belongs in here somewhere, so I'm going to put that with the other ones. Right, can I find one of Jasmine's corner pieces? Like that? Yes. There we go. Right. Well, that's not right. So there's got to be another piece there. Do I have it in the corners though? Yes, I do. Does that fit? Yes. I'm confused about these two. I've obviously got a piece in wrong here. Somewhere. I think that goes down here. Yes. And that attaches there. No, it doesn't. But it almost did. That counts. Alright, well, this is way too far over then, because it's not that chunky. So, oh, right. It's got to be. But if it's like that, if it sits there, I feel like that's too thick. It's not that thick, is it? I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. But if that's right and that goes there, then where does this go? Does this go over this side? It does. Right, okay. Well, that's what's been throwing me then. That's got to go over here somewhere. Unless it goes down here. I suppose it might go down here. Hmm, it might. Right. Maybe then I can get some of these in now. Some of these bits down here. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew that Jasmine's was going to be tough. So I shouldn't moan. I probably will, but I shouldn't. Right, that's going to be this side then. And so is this. A minute. What attaches to that thing? Yes. Right, so there's some going together there. That's going to go at the bottom. I'm not even sure if this will fit on this board. It's just a lot bigger than I kind of thought it was going to be. Yes. Aha. Right. Um, okay, so here, right. I've got all the inner, I've got all the inner bits, but for some reason, I don't even know if that's right. I'm gonna pull that out and just hope for the best on that, because I can't seem to. Right, that bit goes. Right, hang on. Might be figuring this out now. Okay, yay! Problem solved. That edge was bugging me. Goodness. Oh, it really was. Right, okay. Oh, I found another wonky bit. Where do you go, though? There. Mm. Okay, so we're starting to get this wee layer coming down. There we go, and that fits. Okay, so the edge is fixed now. Took a while, but I got there in the end. That goes at the bottom, I think. And so does that. Oh, there's a wonky bit too. Might go down here, of course. That's going to go down. There we go. That goes there. Ah, yes. I don't want to say I'm getting somewhere now because if I do that, I will grind to a screeching halt. But getting somewhere now. There we go. That's a wonky bit, but I don't know if it's a top wonky bit or a bottom wonky bit. I think it might be a bottom one. Uh, Same with that. I think that's a bottom one as well. That's the reason I have a few of the bottom ones left because I've barely done that bit. I don't seem to have that many of these though. Going down the side here. There's one. So I've not done too bad a job of pulling out the right ones for Jasmine, I don't think. These are going in nicely. Corner. Yeah, I think that is going to be at the bottom too. So maybe I should start working on some of these ones at the bottom. Uh, yeah, okay, you could do that. We're running out of space. Um, I'll move her up a bit as best I can and see if I can try and get some of these ones together at the bottom. Not going so well so far, is it? Ah! Mm, right. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's one. I'm not sure I've got enough, to be honest. Ha! That's one that goes on that side, and so is that. And so is that. Right, no wonder I couldn't find them. I put them on the wrong side. There's two together there. That goes right, and that's a corner. So I'll put those up there. It's gonna go there, I think. That's it. And then there's one there. Yes. Right, so I've come around the corner. I've come around that corner. I might be able to find the corner bit. Let's see. I don't think I've got it. Oh wait. Yeah, that goes up there. Found that one. That's good. That one, I'm not so sure. Let's see. Ah, yay, there it is. Okay, that's good. And there's that corner. All right. Okay, that's good. I don't think I was going to have any of those, but it turns out I did. I think this might go in this bottom corner down here. Ah, yes. And that attaches to there. Right. I am running out of space. I'm going to take these off for a minute. I'm going to have to do some jiggery pokery with foam boards, probably after this session or maybe after next week's, to get them onto bigger boards, because at the moment I've just got a lot of A2 boards, and then I'm working on individual frames, but that's starting to become a bit impractical, let's say. So there, that attaches there. So you can see how together her frame is now. There's just like one row of pieces missing there. And as the bottom fills out, it's going to come further down. So that's another slightly awkward thing to navigate when I'm running out of space. So the thing is where to go next, because I'm feeling like I'm getting stuck again. I'll go back to these. Oh, now then. Didn't spot you before. I don't think you go up there, though. I think you go down here. Right. So I'm gonna try and get these in, if I can. And I think these ones will be going down there. They're quite light on that side. It's a wobbly one. There. I've pretty much done that side, so these must be down here. Unless that's a wobbly one. That could be a wobbly one. It's not as wobbly at the bottom as it is at the top. So again, that confuses a bit. That's the bottom corner, definitely. Mm, right. Okay, I'm going to work on this side, the left side. So I'm just looking to see where I was. The only excuse for cold tea is when you haven't drunk it quick enough. it's it's after all the main reason microwaves were invented. Your genius idea. Ah, like it. Since I'm not coming to Scotland, I'm trying to bring it to me. Bought Taylor's Scottish tea to have during my staycation puzzle camp. Oh, I wish you could come. Wonky monkeys. Yeah, I guess so. If Don Louise would hear, that's what she'd be calling them. Or wonky donkeys. I just actually spotted one. No, I didn't. You must go down here then, somewhere. Or maybe here. Yes, there we go. Um, that's a good idea. I should get a Scottish brand puzzle ready. Yeah, I think Purple Cat's got some Scottish themed puzzles that she's gonna do. You could get shortbread. That's quite Scottish. Import some iron brew. Very Scottish. Tunnets tea cakes. Haggis. And some brown sauce. Yes. It's more British than Scottish, but yes, that works too. My abiding memory of Scottish food is porridge made with so much salt it tasted like seawater. Oh no, no. No. Do you know, some of the nicest porridge I've had was just normal porridge made with milk, little bit of cream on it, and a little bit of malt whiskey. It's good. It's been a long time since I've had that though. Porridge would be nice for our winter morning here at the moment. Maybe not with too much salt. Yeah, no, don't don't make it taste like seawater. Don't forget to like. Oh, thank you. I feel bad. I feel like I've hardly been talking to you. Just like, let me puzzle. Talk amongst yourselves. Hmm. But I feel like I'm coming down with something. It's hard to, can't, I lose my hearing a bit as well when I'm bunged up. Can't hear myself either, which is sort of weird. Um, but yeah, oh no, happy to talk about Scottish food. Scottish shortbread, yeah, see, yeah, shortbread, definitely. Shortbread with a cuppa, that works perfectly. Hello, Slitherpuff, how are you? You overslept? That's okay. Checking in. Frames! Carry on. Yep, still on the frames. Excuse me. Hmm. Still on the frames, going down the left side. I think this might belong. Ah, yay, that belongs down there. That one goes in there. Right. Getting there. Definitely getting there with this. If I could get this done, or mostly done, I'd be very pleased with that. I did have Ursula ready to kind of go as well, but I feel like Jasmine's frame is so big, it really would be an achievement if I could get hers done. Definitely. Alright, okay, so you're being a bit more stubborn. Don't know where you go. Uh, or you. I'm not sure about them. Or that. Well, that definitely goes somewhere down here. So then if that is there, I think these bits must go here. And then these attach somewhere along the line. I just don't quite know where yet. Right. So, oh, I can't really attach these. So these, I don't know if I've got any of them. I've got them and that. And I may have some more in there in the other piles, so let's see. See what I can figure out. There. I think that maybe sits there. And they sit there, but I've not got the in-between ones. Um, uh, where does that? They don't attach. I can't attach them either. Wait, maybe that's. Oh, maybe that's the bottom. It might be the bottom because yeah, there it is. Right. Okay, that was the bottom, not the side. Must be able to find some more of these. Right, let's see. Let's check the other piles again now. Ah, see now here. Some more that I hadn't pulled out. And that one. And that one. Right, these are the bottom as well then. Oh, I'm getting so confused. Right, okay. I've got a lot that go at the bottom that I thought went at the side. No problem. Do you go up there? Yes, you do. Right, okay, so they attach. That's good. Ah, I think that belongs with Rapunzel. Yes, it does. There. That goes at the bottom. That goes there, so that's attached finally. And that goes at the bottom. So if oh gosh, it's 4 minutes past 11. Where's that gone? I would really love to try and get these bottom bits in before I go, because I just would like to finish the pile, if you see what I mean. I'm just wondering about maybe some of these would go in here as well. I think I've got a few of Ursula in here. I can actually see her portrait on them. So, no, I don't think I've got so many in there, but let's see if I can find any more from in here. Like this, for example. That one. There's one of those. That one. I don't know why I didn't spot these the first time around, but for whatever reason, they didn't jump out. That's gonna go there. What about that one? Well then, there. And that one. Some of these are going to be like Alice in Wonderland. Excuse me. She's got a very swirly pattern on her frame. Let's see, these are these dark ones are going in here. There. Nope. There. And also the Jungle Book. That has a lot of swirly whirliness. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that might go up here, but I can't see it, so that definitely looks like it goes up here somewhere. There it is. This is good, I'm liking this. One's in there. Yes. Oh, this is brilliant. This is why exactly the reason I separated these out, because I knew there would be a good gap filler. Um, and they are. Nope. So I think the next time I do a saw, I need to actually pull out the swirly whirlies so that I can fill in some more gaps. Ah, there we go. That was good. That was good. Uh, Found a lot there. I don't think I've got too many in here. No, that's not. Um, no. All right, so now that means I need to try and do these ones at the bottom. I'm very pleased with this. Very pleased. Don't know if it's Scottish, but I love the brand Walkers with shortbread. Walkers, like crisps. So here, Walkers means crisps. I don't know if there's a different Walkers that make shortbread, maybe. But shortbread's definitely a Scottish thing. Mm. Okay, so now what I'm going to attempt to do is put these together at the bottom. And then I will probably finish up at that. There we are. Laughing at SS. Frames! You do make me laugh, SS. Not sure if you're there still, but you do make me laugh. So now that, what about you? That's going to go that way. You go there. Aha! And you go there. No. Okay. You're doing my head in. Where are you? There. Right, do you go there? Yes, you do. Woohoo! Okay, well, you obviously go down this end then. Um, and that way round, I think. Nope. What about you? Where do you go? You go there. Yes. Okay, that's good. And that's going to go further over this side, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I did have that the wrong way round. There's the corner. Right. So that's going to sit there. You go there. Um, no, it's not. I'm just wondering if I'm even right with some of these pieces. Um, that one goes in there. That's got to go down here somewhere. I just can't see where. Unless it belongs to maybe Ursula, which is sort of similar to Jasmine's frame. This has got to go here somewhere. I don't think it goes up there. No, I don't think it does. I think it goes down here somewhere. I just can't fit it in. Oh, you go over here. Right. Right, you fit in there. Okay. No, no. I'm not even certain this goes with this either. Oh, it does. Yeah, it goes up there. Sorry, it does. And these two, I don't know. Let me just double check these ones just to make sure I haven't missed any. Now then, I've missed that. There. It goes up there. This goes down here somewhere. Still floating though. Unless I've got. Wait, I do have a piece in wrong. It goes there. Right. Ah! It's frustrating. Right, and that goes there. So, I think that belongs to Ursula. I don't think there's any left in here that belongs in here. I've gone through those pretty thoroughly. Um, Corner wise, I think I've got most of them. Um, just having a wee look. These are a bit too bright, really. There aren't that many bright bits in here. Some down here. Wait a minute. Aha! It's a good job I looked. There's another one. Can't see any more though. No, can't see any more in there. That's Dumbo. They're different. Um, then that just leaves these, which were the other ones I had in the Jasmine box. But these are a bit more, I'm not really convinced these are necessarily belong to Jasmine, but these swirly pattern ones, I kind of feel like they do. She's got like there in each corner, she's got like it's like a clamshell, and it was fairly easy to pick out. So they're going in. Um, Kinda. That's got to go down here somewhere. And then there's another one there. Aha! There we go. That's actually attached that. Um, and then I don't know if that. There we go. No, thought that went there. It doesn't. Go there? Yes. All right. Okay. So I was on it with that then, because for some of these darker kind of swirly patterns, I wasn't too far off the mark. I don't know where they go. Well, I don't think they belong with Jasmine, and this one I think might belong to another frame as well. So it's possible they're Ursula, maybe. So that's it. Pop those in there. Ooh, that is good going. I think so anyway. I'm not sure this goes with her. I don't think it fits. So I'll pop that there as well. So, what have I done today? I've done some gap filling. I've filled out a lot of Rapunzel. I've done Tinkerbell. Quite a bit of Minnie there. And then all of that on Jasmine. I think that's, if I do say so myself. Still frames! So many frames! It's a puzzle with just frames. Yes, I'm still here. The live stream vibes fit my playthrough of my game. Oh, good. Yeah, there's a lot of frames. But I am getting through them, SS. I'm getting through them. Excellent progress today. Thank you. It's a lot of frame for Jasmine. It certainly is. I mean, there's some gaps, but that's a lot more filled out than I expected to get done. And I think, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to do another. Oh well, no, I've got Ursula, but I think I'm gonna have to do another sort through and just try and figure it out a bit more because there's still a lot of frame pieces where I'm just not certain who do they belong to. And I've still got quite a few miscellaneous pieces, although a lot of those have got down quite a lot actually. Just wondering if this goes somewhere. It does. Still finding them. Look at this. Still finding them. Oh my goodness. I wish this. I really hope I'm not coming down with something. Yeah. I'm thinking if I can get some more swirly whirly ones and try to fill out these, and then just I don't know, like whose haven't I really done yet? Let's have a look. So these two are done. Mickey's done. Rapunzel's is done. The Dalmatians is done. Uh, Tinkerbell's is done. I'm just ignoring these for the minute. Um, quite a lot of hers. Not loads, but quite a lot. A lot of hers. So I think if I could focus on Ursula, that would be a good one to get done. And then once she's done, all the pieces where there's a lot of kind of straight lines are going to fill in gaps, or it's going to be these two. Because these three are um, they're very ornate. There's a lot going on in these three frames. And of course, Dumbo's is round. So you've not really got as many kind of what I would say straight lines with these three. So my feeling is to maybe focus on these last and try and get Ursula's done, Simba's and Minnie's finished, and gap fill as much as I can. And then it'll just be these three. That's going to be the way forward, I think. I just keep sorting and building up the frames, and then but I mean I'm quite a way through them now, so that's great. Great job and great timing. Just finished my Cobble Hill flower truck. On to the next one. Yay! Good. That is good timing. Right. Well, I'm not going to draw this out. It's been quite a long stream, but I don't know. I'm not feeling too great. I have to say, I'm so sorry. I don't want to bring everything down. I'm just a bit, I'm feeling a bit bunged up. I'm really hoping this doesn't turn into anything. But I'm thinking a good night's sleep would be in order. So I'm gonna head off just now. I will be back on Thursday with the House of Puzzles puzzle, and I need to look into maybe doing another uh puzzle camp video, perhaps. Because we're just getting so close to it, and I'm so. What's the word for being excited and stressed at the same time? Stressed sighted? Stressed? Don't know. Anyway, um, well, maybe I'll just do another stream or something, a sorting stream. I don't know. I'll see. My brain's not really working at the minute, but I'm very pleased with progress tonight. I will be back on Thursday as normal, and yeah, just keep an eye out for any other possible content that I can manage. But a lot of my focus is on Puzzle Camp now, if not all of it. So yeah, it's exciting stuff, but there's just so much going on in my head. Oh no, Vicky, try and get some good rest and be well for Puzzle Camp. Oh yeah, well hopefully I'll have recovered by then. I just don't know. It feels like it can't make up its mind whether or not to come out. But I have been feeling it coming on, so we'll just see what happens. I'm in two minds whether or not to transfer these to bigger boards now. I'll have a think about that and I'll see uh what I want to do, because certainly Jasmine and those lights is just a little bit big for A2, so I may transfer these onto A1. Um I'll figure that out, but I'll take some pictures like always. Sorting stream, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. We shall see. We shall see. I've not made my mind up yet. But thanks ever so much for sticking with me tonight and watching me do the frames. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. And yeah, I'll be back on Thursday with the House of Puzzles. So thanks everyone. Happy puzzling. And I will see you next time. Tatty bye.